Another day, another dollar, bro. So I'm back, bro. I'm not making no money, but I'm back. And like I said, I really want to try my best not to be as awkward as in front of the camera, you know? Like, I want to get to the point where it feels like I'm talking to like my friend or something, or even better than my friend, my lover. You guys are gonna be my lovers. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, today I got a whole new set of videos that I think we will like. Well, actually, that I would like. Well, not that I like them at one point. I forgot what they are, honestly, but I like them and I saved them, and we're here. We're gonna make magic. And I have this thing that I want to get off my chest. This shit right here, it's not a mess. Maybe it is clutter, but it's a lot of things that I need to, like, how can you say, find a spot for. They're all in containers. It's clean, man. It's clean. It's not just some random trash. It's stuff that's in proper containers that should be put in the rightful spot, but I haven't had the time to do it. But fuck that. Let's just start this now. Let's go.
Consumption of human blood does horrific things to the human body. And this is a major practice within this. These families do drink blood. That's why we have these vampire class of people. It's not some kind of myth. People consume blood in order to extend their life force. Like, this is a normal thing. You got billionaires today who admit it on Joe Rogan podcasts and other places where they're like, yeah, I used the blood of my son. And you don't understand, this is a religion. This is a highly effective means of augmenting yourself. And so these watchers will give people this power. Their priest class will dispense that to people who want to go into what I come from down there in the Apache reservation, was the people that slip between realms and become animals. These First Nation people have preserved these priest class, right? Just all across the world. This isn't just like localized to white European people. There are people here who practice this type of same old religion, and they call them skinwalkers. That's a name for them, right? But these witches and warlocks that practice these things, they go and rob graves and they take the infants' bones out and they grind them into powders and they use that as poisons. The Jesuits was this massive assassination team training group that was operating there that started training me. Well, then it was like you needed to learn this spiritual side of assassination and hunting and stalking. And that's where the skinwalkers and the Navajo and the Dene, they have a different priest class that does that. And so that's what I got put out there for, because they do stuff like slipping between realms. We call them shadow walkers in the industry. This is, to me, the realm of Azazel. I'm just convinced that this is all Azazel's kingdom.
This whole video has a bigger deep dive that we could get into. And I promise that's some content that I really want to get into, especially when he starts talking about the Appalachian Mount. I butchered that. Appalachian. I can't pronounce it, bros. How do you pronounce it? The Appalachian Mountains and the Skinwalkers. That stuff is really interesting. The thing with this guy though is he touched on a lot of things, but didn't really like go deep in anything. He just went la 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 la. Like, what did he say in the beginning? Like, it threw me off. Oh yeah. So from the beginning, he said something about blood transfusion and the guy that gets the blood from his son so he could look younger. I don't know if he'll live younger or live longer, who knows. But yeah, he touched on, basically this guy touched on a lot of things that we should get more into. But what do you guys think? Would you guys get blood from your own son or daughter so you could look young?
The internet was created by the American military in order to manage the American empire. It was created by DARPA in the 1960s in order to digitize and be able to quickly share within the military all of the social science research on foreign populations who were posing insurgency concerns to U.S. managed governments. In 1991, the World Wide Web rolls out. DARPA turns over the internet to the National Science Foundation and projects that through a bunch of universities universities to make it publicly available for commercial use. As soon as the internet came out, DARPA commissioned a program called Massive Digital Data Systems Program. And the Massive Digital Data Systems Program was a joint project of the NSA and the CIA. Part of this involved tracking search results through the early search engines that were created to be able to navigate this new internet. And this is where Google comes into the picture. In 1995, Larry Page and Sergey Brin are PhD students at Stanford. They had a DARPA grant to do this search engine aggregation work. They would then take this work to form a company called Google. In 1998, Google quickly came out with very innovative product sets like Google Maps. They got Google Maps by purchasing the CIA's Keyhole satellite software. It was the CIA's spy satellite software that is the only reason Google got Google Maps.
Stay free. See it first on Rumble.
This is honestly not a surprise at all. Google, from my opinion, has been working with the government from the beginning. Like, I remember my first introduction with Google was through a Mac computer in my kindergarten class. And honestly, this was probably early 2000s. Well, I mean, it's not probably, it was early 2000s. And, you know, I never really thought much of it, but the fact that every computer was basically, how can I say, they were all programmed and set to Google search. So, like, I don't know, it's like, maybe it's something little, but as I grew older, something in my head was like, oh, like, if you're gonna use if you're gonna use any search engine, Google's the one you want to use. I don't know if it was because it was just clean and it was clean. The other ones had, like, for instance, MSN, what was it, MSN, or I know for sure Yahoo. They all had, like, news incorporated into it. Google was just clean. So I don't know if that was just some good UI stuff or it was a bigger plan to get us to use Google more. Who knows? Okay, we already know The Simpsons is always doing some programming, predictive programming, or some type of symbolism or something like that, but who the hell is this guy? Who is this guy? He's royalty or something? I don't know, man. But in other words, do you guys believe that the Antichrist is here? Or that's just a bunch of mumble jumbo?
Yo, that's a spell circle. This piece is a spell circle. That's magic. Oh, you engage in magic and witchcraft? How the do you know that? Oh, you industry people you know what that is. Damn. Yeah. I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but this guy's going to hell. How the do you know that? Well, everyone in your industry knows that.
They are all top. It don't matter exactly.
Damn. We're gonna have to expose this man. This is a Freemason right here.
Yes. We need to fight a chicken.
Whoa!
Sacrifice a chicken.
You do that blood sacrifice a chicken? What's that? You do it too? You guys are so. I don't roll with these guys, bro. These are dark arts. You know you're
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
Well, I know, but you're live. You said it live.
He said, "Don't tell nobody." What the hell? Yeah, man, this is just obvious that a lot of these people are into magic, sorcery, or I don't know what you would want to call it, but they're definitely messing around with, I wouldn't even know the right words to say, but honestly, with knowledge that I know has been here longer than we could even contemplate.
Did you know Apple just applied for a patent so that they can retrofit AirPods to read your mind? Or they didn't apply, they filed a patent. So what it is AirPods, they're fitting them with like electromagnetic sensors. And do you guys remember when we talked about they could hook a like brain machine up to a person and they could look at something and they could use AI to generate the picture?
Yeah.
So that technology, rather than a full helmet, they have successfully mapped via sensors in AirPods. They've successfully done the same thing. What they said,
Wow.
I was reading in neuroscience.com or something like that. I was reading an article and it said what they're able to do is read that sensor. And they said everybody's electromagnetic pulses are different. And so it's not just an immediate read what you're thinking and then regurgitate it. It's a process of learning. And so they mine and log all of the thoughts, all of the pulses. And so
Are these in the current headphones?
They may be testing stuff. Who knows?
but they said the article I found said they did it successfully 5 years ago.
Yeah, weird.
Come on, Steve.
But you know how they like updated the iPhone 15 in France with a software update so it wasn't spitting out radiation?
Oh, yeah.
They probably can do the same thing with all of their.
we fixed the
Think about
radiation.
the
No,
about the
you didn't.
iPhone, like the heartbeat sensor and all that stuff. Not the iPhone, the watch.
Yeah.
Stuff they're taking out. Like this could be a behind the scenes. Like they're like, we don't like what you're doing with the tech, so we're trying to shut you down.
Damn, that sounds like an invasion of privacy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how far these tech companies are gonna go. Like, is there a limit where that's like, nah, we can't do that? But sometimes I just feel like the future and technology eventually will go too far.
I think there's a lot of people in the industry that are really, really famous and really popular that are getting idolized. I think they're in some stuff, bro.
They say the devil's in the details. Canción que apenas salió que se llama La Intención. Peso Pluma y Cristian Nodal.
No me importa si esta calentura es pasajera. El infierno mi alma se quema.
Sí, en el infierno mi alma se quema.
¿Qué significa?
It's catchy, bro. This stuff is mad catchy, bro. And you be playing it in the car, and then all of a sudden this lyric comes on, and you're like, "Oh, am I gonna sing that too?"
Uh-oh.
There's power in the tongue, huh?
There is power in the tongue.
Voy a estar cantando en el carro si en el infierno mi alma se quema, no me importa.
Translate that for me, bro.
I don't care if my soul burns in hell. Bro, what? Like, that's literally the verse. Look, guys, we just gotta be careful, man. We gotta be careful with what we're taking in. I think it's best to just avoid that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, I had a lot to say about this one, mainly because I myself grew up listening to metal music, so I kind of heard lyrics like that all the time. So to me, it's kind of cool. But when it comes to a lot of like Spanish and Mexican music, I'm probably wrong, but like a lot of the majority of it doesn't really talk about stuff like that. So that is kind of creepy. But then again, we already know the devil runs the industry, man. That's nothing new. The devil's gonna continue to run the industry, the music industry, any industry actually, anything. The devil runs this world. We already know, man. It runs it. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
Not even possible. Like, how did they know that Mars was the red planet, and why was it a worldwide fact? Saturn had rings. Based upon what information? Because nobody worldwide is disagreeing. This is that thing that you see that all the Anunnaki guys that have that look like a wristwatch, and they always have it, and you're always trying to see what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
It is it's a compass. It's a timekeeping compass. And the emerald tablets of Thoth are literally mind-changing and mind-blowing. It's given in first person, and that's not possible. The things that are being said are impossible. Enough time has passed, though, that it's not like that. He literally says, hey, there's a spaceship on Earth, and this is where it is.
I really need to just give some more context on the stuff that he's talking about. Well, allegedly what he's trying to say is, damn, I really need to explain. My knowledge about this isn't too deep into it, but if I could remember correctly, this guy named the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. So I guess these people, if I'm correct, I guess they came to Earth a long time ago, and in this writing they say that there's a spaceship somewhere around here, like in the ice or underground, I don't know, something like that. It's honestly, now that I'm watching these clips with you guys, I'm noticing what needs more context and more explaining. So I'm kind of getting ideas of what kind of videos I should be working on.
Singers, when they sing songs, it's like a mantra. When you repeat a chorus over and over and over. So when a kid hears a song and he starts singing that chorus over and over and over, then you start to hear it in the alpha state, into the subconscious mind. So you start to become the song or become what you're saying.
This I put purposely because I believe him. Music is powerful, there's energy towards it, and like I said, depending on the words you're saying, it's like a mantra. So you're actually like there's an effect to it. I feel like that goes back to like how music, especially like rap music, or yeah, just I guess in general it is rap music, but how popular music talks about just shooting up and doing drugs and stuff. And then if you're constantly just listening to that, I think it's gonna affect your world around you, whether you know it or not. Definitely it's affecting your head. It just depends on how you think of it. I'm not saying I don't listen to rap or anything. I like rap. I love all types of music, but it always dawns on me though, like how truly does it affect you? Like especially like the music that goes on the radio and they just play it over and over and over and over and over. Like, and honestly, it really bothers me too that a lot of times these rappers are lying in their lyrics. They're basically just being bad role models on purpose, and it sucks because kids are just gonna listen to it and they're not gonna know the truth because they think it's the truth already, but it's really not.
I don't care how long he works and I don't care what he does. There is no job worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive and when the people are asking questions and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. 150 of the most powerful men and women in the world can meet in secret in Baden-Baden, Germany, and plot the fate of billions, and nobody even cares about it. But 6 football players go to lunch together, and it's in the headlines across the country. You have a reflection of the society in which that exists.
This one was interesting because, I don't know, I remember in 3rd grade I was forced to play soccer. And honestly, that's kind of when I started realizing that sports and all these things is just a huge distraction. It's just it's just entertainment, baby. It's entertainment. But a lot of things are entertainment, honestly. Holidays are entertainment. A lot of your birthday's entertainment. And the end of it, it doesn't really matter. The greater, what's that phrase? I suck at phrases, but there's a phrase that I want to say, but I can't say. In the greater scheme of things, it does not matter. Nothing really matters, and that also sucks too. That's not the good way. That's not the way of thinking either. You're supposed to make the best out of everything. Like you should try to have fun. Try to have fun on holidays that you like. You don't have to like all the holidays, but I mean, if there's a holiday you like, celebrate it, even though in reality it doesn't even matter. Like if Valentine's your thing, celebrate Valentine's. If you think it's bullshit, don't celebrate it. Same thing with Christmas, Halloween, 4th of July. It's all bullshit.
We get paid to rap about that stuff. They actually pay us more when we rap about more ignorant stuff, so I make sure I even a line and come talking on stages like this.
Man, I was flooded with millions of dollars from the time I was 16, and I woke up one morning and I was like, damn, they got me. Man, look at the shit I spoke about. Look at the shit I put in these people's ears. Man, I feel very wrong about a lot of things. How many lives I actually am responsible for when it comes to my music. How many kids and people have gotten in the car or put this shit in their ears and actually hurt someone. And now I'm sitting back like, damn.
It's weird. I've been having these weird feelings lately, and that's kind of why I didn't want to do this song, Shake It, or like any drill songs, because it's like these songs are activating like these demons that I killed. I don't want to be that girl anymore. Like, I just want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that old Cardi anymore.
I want to be a city girl.
She ain't gonna be no city girl.
So Summer ain't allowed to be no city girl?
No. I want her raised totally different. Like, you know, I don't even want her to even see the light of day like that. Like, I really want her to just be like, you know, like level-headed, a schoolgirl, and just on a whole nother way.
This is the perfect last video to end it. Like I said, like Michael Jackson said, this music holds mantra. It has energy, man. And like even these artists said it, and YoungBoy said it more. He said that he regrets it. He knows that this music has caused some kids to do things that maybe weren't the best. It's honestly sad that we live in a world where this is normal. Like, I get it. I know some music's supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to like, not everything's supposed to be serious. I know that. I hella understand that. It just sucks that this is the music that's consistently always getting pushed on the radio, on video games, on anything nowadays. And kids are constantly getting exposed to it. And kids are believing in everything. It sucks. I wish it wasn't like that. But you gotta just let these kids know that all of this is fake. This whole world is fake. Their favorite artist is most likely not who they think they are. That's what we should tell all our kids. Your favorite artist is most likely not who you think you are, especially if they're like super famous. Because there are artists who are genuine as fuck, believe me, but some people are questionable, especially industry plants. Don't trust them, man. Don't fucking trust them. Okay, so that concludes today's video. I'm trying to post every other day. I want to post tomorrow, but I will be working a lot more than expected this week. So I'm trying to go real strong, but I will do it. There's always content to talk about. There's clips posted every day, and it's my job to find it. And yeah, have a good day.